Good morning, first graders. It is Wednesday, May the 6th. I hope you guys are having a great day. We're gonna get started. We're gonna do some Haggerty really quickly. So I'm going to say some words and I want you to tell me the beginning sound, the beginning blend sounds that you hear in the words. So if I say skin, sky, you would say sk. Okay, ready? Slate, sly, slope. Sl, scrap, screw, scrub. Sk, split, splice, splat. Spl, that's a tri-blend, isn't it? 3 of them. Spree, spray, spry. Spur, squint, squat, squash. Squ, straw, stripe, stray. Str, stock, stack, stay. St, smile, smell, smack. Sm, drink, dry, drop. Dr, clap, climb, clay. Cool. Good. All right, so on the next section, I'm going to say individual phonemes, and then you're going to put those phonemes together to make the word. Okay, here we go. B, A, B, E. Baby. Good. P, A, P, E. Puppy. K, and, E. Candy. S, O, P, E. Soapy. L, K, E. Lucky. Pr, I, T, E. Pretty. L, A, P, E. Sleepy. Dr, I, P, E. Drippy. Very good. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say the word and you're going to break the word into the individual phonemes. So if I say baby, you're going to say B, A, B, E. Very good. All right, here we go. Puppy. So you should say P, A, P, E. Puppy. Candy. I'm gonna count to do how many chops you should do. K, A, N, D, E. Candy. S, O, next word, sorry. Soapy. S, O, P, E. Soapy. Lucky. L, K, E. Lucky. Pretty. Pr, P, R, I, T, E. Pretty. Sleepy. S, L, E, P, E. Sleepy. Good. All right. Next thing we're going to do is I'm going to say the word. You're going to repeat the word, and I'm going to ask you to change some sounds in the word. So say clam. You would say clam. Change the to a P. And what is the new word? Clap. Okay, here we go. Soak. Soak. Change the K to a P. The new word is soap. Stork. Stork. Change the K to a M. What's the new word? Storm. Rat. Rat. Change the T to a sh. What's the new word? Rash. Good. Pack. Pack. Change the K to a T. What's the new word? Pat. Fin. Fin. Change the N to a sh. What's the new word? fish. Very good. All right, now on the next part, I'm gonna say a word and you're gonna repeat the word. Then I'm gonna ask you to add a suffix at the end of that word. So if I say fast, you would say fast, and then I would say add est to the end, and you would say fastest. Ready? Smoke, smoke. Now add e. The new word is smoky. Okay? So brave, add est. Now the new word is bravest. Grunt, add grunted. Grunted, grunted. Okay? Snap, add e to the end of it. Snappy, snappy. All right? Mean, add ist. Meanest. Good. Slush, add e. Slush-y, slushy. Very good. Now, on the next part, I'm going to have you take away or delete some sounds. All right, so say snappy. So it's snappy, and you would say the word without the ending part. So you're taking away that e. Snap, so it would be snappy, take away the e, and you've got snap. Ready? Sticky. Say the word without the e. The new word is stick. Good. Needed. Say the word without id. So you just have need. Good. Lucky. Say the word without the e. And the new word is luck. Good. Say boasted. Say the new word without id. The word that's left is boast. Highest. Say the new word without est. So you have high. Very good. Good job, guys. All right, that's all I've got for this week. I hope you have a great day. Go out and have some fun outside. Help your parents with some chores around the house. Find somebody to do something nice and kind to. And if you get bored, you could always draw a picture or paint or do some chalk outside, make up a new game, play a math game, and do a science experiment. Or you could always dance. Bye, guys.
Hey, how are parent, friends, and family? Miss Donnell here again to see you. Time for Fun Phonics one more time. All right, today is Wednesday, May 6, 2020. And we are going to be talking about the two letters AR. AR says R, kind of like a pirate. Repeat after me. AR says R. Great job, guys. Okay, let's go straight into spelling some of our words. Okay, the first word is arm. Arm. Okay, that R sound is one tap. Tap it with me. Arm. Tap it by yourself. Now write the word arm. Good. Your next word is scar. That's one tap because it's a blend. S-C-R. Scar. Good. Tap it with me. Scar. Good. Tap it by yourself. Nice. Write the word scar. Now, as you've noticed, the AR can be at the beginning of a word, in the middle of a word. Okay? And it can also be at the end of a word. Dark. Okay? Now, this is a tricky one. We've got that k at the end of it. It's kind of a rule breaker, right? We've talked about CK before. Okay, in this word, it's just a K at the end of the word. Tap it with me. Dark. Okay, tap it by yourself. And write the word dark. Nice job. Okay, your next word is the word harm. Harm. Good. Tap it with me. arm, harm. Good, tap it by yourself. Now write the word harm. Okay, this last word will be a little bit more difficult because it's a 2-syllable word. The word is artist. Okay, the first syllable is R, A-R. Okay, and then tist, T-ist, tist. Okay, tap it with me. Tap the first syllable, R, good, R, and then tist, T-ist, tist. Good, tap it by yourself. Good, now write the word artist. Good job, guys. Okay, so here are some challenges that I want to give you. All right, so we have not done a lot of syllabication in the last few days, so let's go ahead and do that now. I'll give you an example. This is the word C-A-R-P-E-T. If you want to write it, you can, or you can just watch. Okay, when we have that bossy R, we're going to label that as a vowel, and we're going to label it bossy R. Okay, the other bossy R's are ER, IR, and UR that we've talked about this week. Okay, and then next, our other vowel here is the E. Then we draw our bridge. Okay, so right here we've got our consonant. And typically when you have the vowel, consonant, vowel pattern, you divide in front of the consonant, typically. That's not always the case. It's kind of just a trial and error. Okay, so the first syllable says what? K, R, car. Good. The second syllable says what? P, et, pet. It's a closed, my marker's not wanting to work, closed syllable. Okay, so this word now is carpet, carpet. It's got how many syllables? Yes, it's got 2 syllables. Okay, so here is your challenge word. Okay, it not only has 2 syllables, but it could have 3, and it could even have 4. But guys, you can do this. Who's up for a challenge? Nice. Get out your pencil and write this word. It's long. K-I-N-D-E-R-G-A-R-T-E-N. Wow, that's a big word, but I know you can do it. Pause the video and see if you can decode this word. The first thing that I did was I identified all of my vowels. The I, the ER, the AR, and the E. And then I drew the bridge. And let's go ahead and label this bossy R. Bossy R and bossy R. There's 2 bossy R's in this word. Now let's identify our consonants. Okay, let's look at the first syllable. We've got a vowel here and a vowel here. We always divide between the 2 consonants if we see that pattern. So that's our first syllable. It's a closed syllable. Okay, so now we've got in between this vowel and this vowel. Typically, we divide between the first vowel and the first consonant if it's a VCV pattern. Okay, now between this vowel and this vowel, same thing. That's a closed syllable also. So this first syllable is what? Kin. The second syllable says what? Der. The third syllable says what? G-R, gar. And the last syllable says 10. Let's put it all together. Kin, der, gar, 10. How many letters are in this word? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 letters in this word. You may have seen this word before, but you didn't know how to decode it. But this is your strategy. That is amazing. Read this word with me, guys. Kindergarten. That's the grade that you were in last year. Can you believe that? There would have been no way you could have read this word last year. But now you can. You're on your way to second grade. You guys are incredible. Amazing. Okay, go ahead and pause the video and read the words on the page to your adult. So, before we move on to our sentence, I'd like to go ahead and play a game with you guys. It's called Would You Rather. Have you played that before? I've played it with my kiddos in my class. I've played it with my kiddos at home. It's just a fun game that you can play maybe with your brother or sister or with your family, okay? So the first one says, would you rather ride in a submarine or a spaceship? And why? I think I'd rather ride in a spaceship. Okay, here's the next one. Would you rather eat breakfast or eat dinner? And why? I really like breakfast food. I like eggs and bacon and biscuits. Oh, it's so delicious. Okay, here's another one. Would you rather be an eagle or a shark? Do you see a word in there that has our skill for today? AR? Yes, shark. Okay, I think I would rather be an eagle because I could fly to so many places. Okay, here's one more. Would you rather be a teacher or a chef? A chef is someone who cooks meals. Why? Well, that's pretty easy for me. I'd rather be a teacher. Okay, last one. Would you rather be an artist or an actor? That's a tough one. I'd kind of like to be both. Maybe an artist, because you can paint, you can sculpt, you can build all different kinds of things. Cool. So to play that game at home, you don't have to have these cards. You can just make up silly things on your own. I think it'd be a fun game for you guys to play. Okay, last, let's look at our sentence. Read it with me. Is the art in the yard? How can we expand that sentence and just make it more detailed? Pause your video and see what you can come up with. Okay, this is what I came up with. Is the painted art in the backyard? Okay, so I just added two words, painted and back. And that gives me a more clear picture of what's going on in that sentence. And that's why we want you guys to have more detailed sentences. All right, guys, thanks for playing Would You Rather with me. I challenge you to play that with your friends and family. Awesome job writing this word today and reading this word. You guys are amazing rock stars. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, hope you're doing well today. As you can see, I am outside in my backyard. I couldn't sit inside today. It's just too beautiful. I hope you are enjoying outside today also. So for math today on May 6th, it's Wednesday, I want you to look in your packet or look at the screen and you'll see all kinds of subtraction problems. So the first one says 10 minus 6. If I was going to count back 10 minus 6 and use the counting back strategy, I would put 10 in my head, count backwards 6 jumps because it says 10 minus 6. So let's do that now. 10, even if you don't need to, I want you to do it anyway. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So 10 minus 6 is 4. That's the last number that my mouth said, so that's the answer. But I want you to also think about 10 minus 6 and think about what you know about the number 6 and what you know about how many it's going to take you to get to 10. You know that's a friend 10. So what goes with 6 to make 10? 4. So sometimes when we subtract, we can add to figure out the answer. I knew that 6 plus 4 made 10, so if I know my fact families, I know that 10 minus 6 equals 4. Let's look at the next one, 16 minus 7. Okay, so we know that we're going to have to get from 16 to 7 and see how many jumps it took, or we're going to have to get from 7 to 16 and see how many jumps it took. Okay, I know that if I start with 16 and I take away 6, that would make 10. But I know that it doesn't say take away 6, it says take away 7. So if I take away one more, that would be 9. 7 plus 9 equals 16. 9 plus 7 equals 16. Or 16 minus 7 equals 9. Or 16 minus 9 equals 7. That's the fact family for those numbers. Okay, so I want you to pause the video and do the rest on your own, but I want you to grab something that you can use to time yourself and try to see how long it takes you to do these problems. And then hop back on and I'll tell you how long it took me and you can compare those. Okay? See you in a second. Okay, you back with me? Awesome. How long did it take you? Cool. It took me about a minute, but you have to remember I've been doing this a long time. Okay? All right, so let's see what your answers were. Here are mine. Let's talk about them. Okay? So 10 minus 6 is 4, because I know that that's a friend 10. 16 minus 7 is 9. We talked about why. 14 minus 7 is, yes, because 7 plus 7 is 14. That's a doubles fact. 16 minus 6 is 10, yes, because if I take all the ones away, only 10 is left. Very good. 8 minus 7, that one's easy. I'm almost taking away that whole 8, but I'm leaving 1. Okay, 7 plus 1 is 8, so 8 minus 7 is 1. Good. 11 minus 7 is 4. 8 minus 7 is 1. 13 minus 7 is 6. Good. 9 minus 6, 3. 13 minus 6, 7. 17 minus 7, 10, good. 15 minus 7, 8. 15 minus 6, 9. 7 minus 6, 1. I'm almost taking away that whole 7, but I'm leaving just 1 left. 14 minus 6, 8. 11 minus 6, 5. 8 minus 6, 2. 12 minus 6, 6. 10 minus 7, 3. 12 minus 6, 6. Awesome job. Listen, even if this was a struggle for you, I want you to remember that you did great. You're really working out your brain muscles when you are solving problems and trying to do it quickly. Okay, that's a really cool thing. And you're going to use that in your whole educational career. The whole time you're in school, you'll be trying to do math quickly. Okay, so I want you to get faster and faster. Get you some flashcards. See if you can find some at the Dollar Tree or the dollar store, because there's some addition flashcards, there's some subtraction flashcards, and you can just have someone work on those with you and get faster and faster. Try to beat your own time. So that's really awesome. Good job. At the bottom of the page, Don't forget to do your writing, and it says read a book and write the end of the story. So you're just doing that, just writing the end of your story, whatever you're reading about. I want you to remember to have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.